Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Good morning, good morning. It is a lovely Tuesday here in the US of A. We are doing a little bit of work in my antique book journal. I'm super excited about this, and I since I made it, I've just mostly my time has been spent working in this, which is fun, but obviously I need to do other things as well. But I thought I would show you a little bit what I've been working on, and that maybe we could do a page together if you would like. Just as a reminder, I do have, at this recording, I have 2 books left, these antique books in my shop. They are delicious. I love them. But of course, you can use anything you want. I just gravitate to these amazing old books. Okay, so I will put the link to the #1 video that shows you the process of putting this together. And you, of course, can go from there to the other links and whatnot. But let's open it up and show you what I've done since you and I visited lastly. Is that even a proper word? I don't know. So I showed you before I had put on some white striped fabric. And then I decided I wanted it to match more with my colors. So then I carefully painted the white. It was a white on white. So the real white parts I painted a cream color to match this, kind of creamy. And then she said, I had gone to a thrift store with the family. We were just having a little outing last Saturday. And I found this bundle of, it had never been used, of yarn. And it's that pulls out like this, that you can make scarves out of, that kind of, you do whatever, you crochet it and then you pull these things out, and it's to make a pretty yarn kind of neck thing. Well, I bought one. It was, I don't know, $1, $2, something like that. And it was sitting on my desk after I had painted these and they dried. I'm like, that's the blue that's in this. So I went ahead and glued those in, and I am absolutely loving the looks of this now. I'm so glad that we made the decision to put this marbled paper on, put it back so that it matches. And I love this look. I love this look. So, okay. Then we did this page together, and off camera, I went ahead to do a coordinating page. This is just from one of my old books, and just some paint splatters that, anyway, I love it. And then I just put a small little iris image there, and I think I love that. So then turn the corner, and I have a pocket here. So this was glued, and I put, and probably you're like, no, Rhonda, you can't put 2 of those together. And I'm like, well, I can too. It's my book. Well, I can sew too if I want to. And actually, I almost wish this were shorter so that when you looked at it this way, you see this. But anyway, so, and then I made a couple of tags, and I actually journaled, you guys. I journaled. Albeit, yes, it's a small journal card, but the writing is small too. It's a start. I did this on Sunday, writing on this tag, and then created another fun tag just to fill up space And this one, I didn't necessarily want to write on anything. So I'm just taking pretty images, just collaging things that I love. The whole idea, you guys, with this, I've been thinking about this quite a bit. It's like, because I know that there's some of you out there, and this is just, I had just glued this on. I've been playing around, with some marking on paper and whatnot, painting, and thought that was kind of fun. But I've been thinking of, well, what is this book all about? Am I going to journal in it? Because I've not really been successful in journaling, and I've made a bazillion journals, right? I have probably, well, I'm over here looking, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe, journals that I have written a little bit in, but I've not finished a journal. And sometimes the years go back and forth, and I just feel very unsuccessful, if you will, in my journaling efforts. And I know some of you feel that way, and I don't want to be discouraged, and I don't want you to be discouraged, because who writes the rules? Who's going to check us and say, well, you didn't do it this way. You were supposed to do it this way. I mean, some of the in this amazing community that we live in, wow, some of you gals and guys, you are just fantastic at journaling. It is a gift. And I am so grateful that you have that and that you share that with us. I don't have that gift. I struggle. But I love to make journals. I love to do junk journaling. I love to make ephemera. I love to do collaging. I love to decorate envelopes. I love to add my sewing mixed media in there and combine the stitching and lace and paper and, whatever. I love that, the process. I just don't know what to do when I get finished with something and it's ready to be worked in. I don't know what to do with it. So this is what I've come up with this time. We'll see how it goes, because I'm not great at this, but I'm going to try. So if you want to try with me, let's do it together. This is my antique book journal with anything and everything that I want to do in here. In other words, I can journal something like I did on this little card. I did a little journal thing in there. I can collage. I can paint. I can slap paper down. I can do anything I want. I can use it as a glue book. I can cut out images that I like, and I can paste them in here. I don't have to do a specific anything. So, in other words, it's a combination of an art journal, perhaps even a calendar type journal. Ish. It's better to have a bullet journal of, if you're doing daily, because I'm all over the map here. But a journal where I'm keeping track of what's going on in my world. It's also kind of I love this type of a journal. I love this idea, so I'm putting it in my journal, like an idea book. I'm using this as anything and everything. I'm giving myself complete permission to use this any way I want. Any way I want. It's nobody's whatever. It's my journal. There. And give yourself permission. I give you permission. You don't need my permission, but take it anyway and just run with it, and let's just play and have fun. So let me show you some of the other pages that I've done. This is all fabric that I have put down as my base. This is paper. I like to mix them. This is paper. These are cutouts, birds, and I painted a little bird there. I think that was my first one. This is just a page. I put on a couple of, I went through my, I have a lot of images from a lot of different places. And sometimes the images, they just, you have them for years and you never use them. And so it's like, well, I'm going to try to start doing some of that too. So I pulled out a couple of, or actually 4 small little images, and I glued them together to make, you know, a tab. This is fabric that I glued on top of. This was just, I had some leftover paint, and I took my thumb and finger, and I just went, smooshed it on there. That was the green. And then I added a little bit of crayon, you know, and smoothed that down. And then I did with a, you know, just did some little vines or whatever. And just added, not the same day. That's another thing. You don't have to finish a page in a day if you don't want to. One day, okay, so here's another one that I did. So all I did one day was I cut out this image of this butterfly. And I'm like, I like this. And this one is Roxy Creations. Love her. I have a lot of her stuff as I'm on her design team. And I also am on Barbara with 49 Dragonflies on her design team. I love these gals, and they both have very different digitals, and I love them both. And so I will be using them a lot in here. And that's another thing. See, I'm like, and this, and this, and I want to do this. That was another thing. It's like, I make journals and I sell them. And then these beautiful journals, they're gone forever. And I'm always kind of sad, but I'm happy because I like to share, and I can't work in a bazillion journals. I mean, it's just impossible for me, but I love doing it. So I'm also on occasion when I come across a journal that I'm just loving working on and to share with someone else, and I do a page, I may reproduce a page in my journal so that I have little bits and pieces of what I'm sharing with others. So there's that. So anyway, this was one day, and then these 2 I glued down about a week later. And then this morning, I finished this page. I glued some lace. I glued a little piece of paper. This is a Tracy label. This is some Florentine paper from Roxy Creations. This is Roxy too, Rachel. And this is some of her 1,600 pages. Oh my goodness, you guys. Died and gone to heaven. Yes, I have some of her papers, and I will be using them a lot because I love them. Okay, and then this is an image. Oh, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I gotta show you guys this. I know. Sometimes I feel like I'm so ridiculous, but I'm so excited to share all this stuff with you. And I feel like you're just right here with me, so it's just like, oh, we got to do this. We got to do this. So I found this the other day when I found, what was it I just showed you that I found? I don't remember. When we were out antiquing or junking, this book. And these are 2,000 copyright-free engravings, okay? And I've already been tearing out, and that's this. That's this. You see this image? Look at this. Look at this, you guys. I mean, can you say, oh my word? Ink, drawings, architecture. I mean, yeah. Let me know if you think this would be something that would be a good thing to share. I can put some of these, because I mean, there's only a couple. I can put some of these in my shop to share with others too. I don't want to be, selfish. And then, again, and then she said, so then what I didn't on the first images. The first images, I had to pick and choose. It was like, oh crud, which side do I like best? Because there's images on both sides. And then I got it was like, well, it's duh, Rhonda, use one side, but then copy so that you can use the other side too. Oh, okay. So anyway, that's my plan for in the future. All right, where was I? Oh, you guys, I love you. I just, it's so fun to just sit here and visit with you, and I feel like I'm just, sometimes I'm just over the top. So then I also just little painty papers, Tracy label, this image, and then I did splatters. Barbara, I did your gold, honey. Gold and white splatters. She has, of course, I've done them before, but Barbara has, I believe, she has coined the gold splatters. I believe that's one of her signatures, and I attribute that to her. And I absolutely, with the Florentine papers and things, and these old book pages, I tribute Rachel with those. And I wanted to have that for myself. Okay, so there's that one. That's just a pocket with a whatever in there. Not done anything with that yet. So the whole idea is I'm just going to do it as I want or as I don't want. Here is a card from earlier this year that I hadn't put in a journal yet. And it's a note from my oldest son. It just made me tear up. It's like he's glad I'm his mom. That's very special to me. And so I wrote a little bit about it on the other side. So I've got that in there. This is just an anything and everything I want it to be. Do you recognize these pages, guys? Yes? So I did Lemon Bird's journal that I sold recently, and she loves her journal. She called me, actually, to tell me how much she loved it and was so thankful. I just made me so happy. But I loved this digital of Barbara's. And so it's the Lemon Bird's digital papers from my friend Barbara with 49 Dragonflies. I'm on her design team. And I just did a fun collage with her papers. And then I had added fruits, the lemon fruits, which I added. This is a paper of mine. This is a doily. So love to put some mixture of different textures in there. So I did that. This one I did all in one day because it was just so much fun. Okay, so I think that's about all that I've done in here. Let's see. Oh, I did do a very amateurish paint on a page. I love the looks, but I just don't have the gift like others do for painting. I'm just really not good at it. I can be good at copying, but it takes me a long time and it's frustrating, and I just don't want to spend the time, I suppose. But I had fun and painted a page, and then I signed my name and the year that I put it in here, because who knows how many years I'll work in this book. I don't know. And it's already, I don't know, it's going to be alligator mouth for sure. That I do know. Okay, then here again, see, completely different styles, and I love them both. And here's my Rach with Roxy Creations. This is one of her digitals, her Italian ladies, and I absolutely love them. And so, of course, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to put it in my journal. I want to be able to just look at this and just ooh and ah. It's just a wonderful thing with the texture. Here is the 1600. This is the first thing that I did with this. I had done this page, and then I came back a few days after and did this page, added some lace and added another. These are, I just used my ink pads, excuse me, different ink pads, and I think it goes beautifully with this. And then after I did this page, then I added this little bit here. So I just had this image on there at first. So don't feel like you have to complete anything. This is your page. This is your work. It's your, you can do whatever you want or not. You can just go through the pages. I mean, it's kind of wonderful just by themselves, you know. The texture, the feeling, yay! I think I might have one. No, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Okay, I've shown you everything in here that I've done so far. So let's pick a page. Pick a page. Let's see. And I do definitely want to work in all parts of it so one section doesn't get overdone and another section, you know, I completely ignore. So let's do something in here. In here-ish. All right. Okay. So, and you guys, I have not planned this out. I have some supplies here with me, but not necessarily what I want to do. What about, I could do stamping. I could do texture. We could do like masking tape. We could do washi tape, just kind of a fun whatever. We could do some weaving. I could do just collage. I always adore collage. Why do we like, you know, collaging is so much fun. Let's see. Let me pull out some. I've got a bunch of just, this is what I tore on that one page with the butterfly. I just tore that little bit off to get that. This is great texture. The braille. Ooh, 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 ooh. To do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ba-da-do, do-do. Lift up your heart. Lift up your voice. Rejoice again, I say, rejoice. That's kind of cool. Lift up your heart. Lift up your voice, rejoice. Again I say, rejoice. Okay, well, you know what? I need one of those slappers like Gail has. Gail, yeah, I love her too. I love so many of you guys. I mean, seriously. Oh, and I have to show you. Oh, before we do this. Okay. I have to show you. I was watching Shabby Dabby Doodah. Tina. Hello, Tina. Love you, girlfriend. She did pockets. Oh, Triple V Vintage. I ordered some paper and she sent me this adorable handmade envelope that she's embellished. Is that just delicious? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, and I will put the link to Tina's video. And she attributed Rachel with Roxy Creations and some other gal, I don't remember, but you can go and look and get those links with the idea for these pockets. And I had to do them, you know. I had to do some. It was a mass make, I think, that she was working on. And I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm getting those out. So this is the only one that I have not put tags and journal spots or papers in yet. I've just made the pockets. And I'm not even going to show you how to do the pocket. Like I said, I put the link to Tina's so you can go look and see how. Super easy, super fun. So you've got pocket here. You've got a pocket here. You've got a pocket at the top, or you can have a pocket at the side. It depends on how you glue. And then, and she doesn't decorate the back but you could use a clip in if you wanted. You could clip it in, a floating pocket, and then, you could use it that way. But putting it in, you can also create a fourth pocket depending on how you glue this on, into your journal. We got a journal. We just happen to have a journal here. So if I want, I can glue this here and here and here, and then I can create a fourth pocket here. Okay? And if I did that, then I would take my little thumb hold or whatever, probably here, or I might put a tab on it to make it easy, on the card that goes in there to pull it in and out. So then you'd have the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, yeah. Anyway, so these are just so cute. I just had to keep working. This was a little different. I got the idea, but then I just went ahead. Oh, this was Rachel's. Sorry. That was a weekly challenge. And I just barely started that, so we'll save that for another day. Okay, so this opens this way. Say, if I want to put it here. Oh, look how gorgeous these are. Oh, I love them. So these papers are Shabby Dabby Doodah. These are Tina's. And so I mix it up. I'll put Tina and Rachel and Barbara. So here's a wonderful little journal card to go here. And we've got a tag. Love the old book page. Oh, love that so much. And then this is our top pocket. Isn't that cute? Another journaling spot there. So I will likely glue some of these in, just because I've got them and they're gorgeous. And yes, I can use them in other journals as well, but I will likely keep one for myself. Now, those of you that have watched me for a while know that I recently, I love flowers and whatnot. And I recently put on a digital that I have with my flower packets. But you can also glue those to where they create a pocket just by themselves. I did them as little book covers to put little tiny journals in that I showed, but I thought this was super fun. So that fits in nicely there. So you can put some journaling something in the pocket or whatever. Here's a fun tag. And these are Rachel's, and this is Triple V vintage paper. Love their paper. Absolutely love it. And then again, here we have this wonderful tag. That's a lot of journaling space, you guys. For someone who doesn't journal a lot, that's a big tag. That's a lot of journaling. And then, of course, depending on where you put it, you can have another tuck spot or paper behind there. You can also put pictures in here, whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's that one, and this is the last one that I'll show you. Just super, super fun. Just love these so much. And this one I did incorrectly, and so I'll only have 3 pockets on this one because I glued it. This is glued shut, and so is this. But I'll have a 3rd pocket when I, put this in, or, either here or here. Okay. Sorry. Now we gotta move along because we're burning daylight. Okay. So I am just going to glue that in as it is. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do more to it. I know I will do more to it, but I'm not going to do more to it today. I'm just going to glue it in, and then we'll find another page to, do something else with as time permits. I apologize for those of you. And of course, if this is boring, you can turn me off and find something that isn't boring for you. Okay. Let's just kind of burnish that down. So I'm just going to leave that in there for a minute, and we'll just see how that goes. Now, this is freezer paper with a plastic coating on one side. I use this paper as like a drop cloth for when I spray my altered book pages. And I use this side so that this side can be ironed and things will stick. It has a glue quality to it. That's what I did with this page. This is the same background, and so I glued a little bit, but a lot of it, had just been ironed down. So we could do a little bit of collaging and just kind of glue that down, do some images. Let's see, what have I got? I have the seeds. We could use something like that. I'm just... Let me look. Got those. I've got Rachel's ephemera. What we might do on this one is just... Maybe we will just collage. Just do a little bit of put things down. I will glue them, and then I will take it to the iron, and I will do it that way. Let's do that. I don't know. Can you see this, you guys? The holes in that? Look at that. This is another piece of that 1600s paper. I mean, every little bit of that is precious. Absolutely precious. So which side do I want? I think I'll glue this side. Let me move that so you can see what I'm doing. So I hope everything in your world is going well. Some days are definitely better than others, are they not? We all get frustrated with life, I think, at times. And we all wonder what the deal is about whatever it may be. But we're here, we're alive, we're kicking, we're doing, and that makes it fun. Okay, so I've got another that can go there nicely. Let's, do I want to keep that on there? Well, we'll take some of that off. I am just, okay, that'll work. Let me put that up there and get this down here. Let me put a little something there. Got to make sure I put my glue back on with the art glitter glue, which is in that little bottle. That's art glitter glue. I'm using a Blick glue stick. It's not, it's more, how do I describe it? I'm doing fine with it, but it has like hairs, stringers that kind of, so it's not my favorite, but I bought a bunch and it does glue well, so I'm going to use it, but I don't think I'll purchase it again. I just, you know. Anyway, I'm getting glue on my hands, my fingers, so let me get my little paint rag, and where's my bone folder? I also need to get one of those little shorter bone folder thingies that I see a lot of you using. Those look interesting, so I might have to give that a try. I might have to. Oh, and yesterday, you guys, I trapped myself because this is my anything and everything I want it to be journal book journal, antique, whatever. I got rid of, I've gotten rid of a lot of things, but I was finding that I really needed some pens that don't bleed through to the other pages. And I had gotten rid of a bunch of gel pens that I used to have, but I didn't use them much, so I got rid of them. So I treated myself to a set of gel pens. They were on sale, 40% off. And yeah, and that's what I did. Where is it? Where is it? That's what I did this with, the Lemon Birds and this. I went over my black ink with the gel pen, and I love it. So I bought that to decorate in my everything book. And maybe that's the everything. Antique everything book. I think that's what I'm going to call it. Is that, what do you think? Does that work? Does that work? Oh. Antique everything book. Okay, that's not too bad. And let's just, so I used them yesterday and I'm super excited. Oh, stringy, mushy, ugh. Yeah, ew. Let's do it this way. Get some of the glue off there. Stringer dingers. Before I bought these, I will go back to just my regular glue sticks that have worked very fine for me. And my Elmer's glue sticks, it's fine. Okay, we've got one more little doohickey here. Let's see what, oh, that's pretty. So we could do that. I could just actually glue that just like such and so. My hubby keeps going through here. I'm not sure what are you doing, honey? Hello? Are you ignoring me, Dave? Yeah. Are you talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. What are you doing?
I'm cleaning the refrigerator and I needed floral water, so I had to make some floral water with your essential oil.
Oh, so this is what husband said, hubby, my dear best friend. He said, I'm cleaning the refrigerator and I had to make some floral water. So I need floral water, so I had to make floral water with some of your essential oil. I haven't made for a long time, but one of the things that I have made, and I may not make again, I've still got lots of supplies, but I used to make and sell handmade soap. And I haven't used a commercial bar soap for, gosh, I don't know how many years. Long time. But, yeah, so I have essential oils that I used to scent my soap with. Yeah. So I'm very curious to see. And he didn't get that from me. He probably went on the internet. That's what he is like. When he did that canning a few weeks ago, I'm like, well, how do you, he's like, I went on the internet. I'm like, okay. Oh, he's such a good guy. Such a good guy. Okay. Now, see, that is just fun. Look at that. It's just a little extra. You never know. Save your little bits and pieces. Just save them as I throw away a glue page. But yes, super fun. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this down. Now, I have been gluing this more than I would normally if I were going to iron this, but it would be a little awkward to iron it where it's already in my book. I can do it. I could do it, but it would be a little weird, so we're just not going to worry about that. Okay. Okay, so I've got that. Let's add a few bits and pieces here and there to kind of make it a little more interesting. Don't want to do that there. How about, that'll go well there. So I hope that you will let me know what you're working on, how you're almost the end of summer is going, or depending on what part of the world you live in, of course. You may just be in the winter part and waiting for, spring and whatnot. Here we are, the temperatures are more mild, but they're supposed to get hot again this next week, back in the 90s. And that's never something that I love, but it will gradually. We are getting, it's almost September, so fall is almost here. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Okay, let's see, what else have we got in here? We've got all kinds of little thingies, little thingy boppers that we can use, and map. Paper maybe a little too big. It's a little smaller. That could go nicely. That could look good. Or I could bring this like in there. That would look good as well. I think we'll do it there. Let's do it there. Okay. So I just want to get this little guy done, and we will wrap it up. Oops. And call it a video. Oh, I am just having the most fun. Seriously, you guys, you got to join me. You got to do this. We're just playing. We're playing and we're having a good time. And I would love for you to play with me. Only thing better would be if you're sitting right here. And I kind of feel like you are. So, all right. So, what else? What else? What else? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Blue, blue, blue. What do we want to do? Now, this might be kind of cool with like a flower or a bird. So, let's get Rachel's. Let's see, we could do a bird. Could do a bird, a bird, a bird, a bird. Maybe I'm gonna go to the flowers. Move over to the flowers. Too close to this. Too matchy-matchy. Love it, but like a little more contrast. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Let's see. How's this one? No. No. I know, you hollered at me and said, no, no, don't do it, don't do it. Oh. Too matchy to that. Alrighty. That's more. We're getting there. Maybe. Got a couple of things there. Let's try this. Too much green. How's about? How's about? I like it, but I don't love it. Well, let's see. How does that look? I like it. I do. But, again, oh, this is very frustrating. It's very frustrating, so I don't know. I may not put anything on there yet. I may have to wait for another brainstorm or something or other. Let's see. Let me put these back in. I mean, I love these flowers. I do. I love all of them. I don't suppose that would go. Huh. Okay. Sometimes. I like it. I like it. So we're going to do it. I hope that you are, at least some of you, going to join me in this journey, and that you will share. You can tag me on Instagram, share your photos, and you can post here, of course, share your experience and what you're finding, and how are you making your book work? What's working for you? And is it working? So, yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, I really love that. Look how pretty that is. The only thing that I think is still lacking, and that is something here. But I'm going to leave that for now. And I'm going to call that good for this video. I'm sorry for those of you that like it quick and tidy. I apologize. For those of you that like it long, you're welcome. All right, guys. Have a fabulous day, and we will talk to you soon in another video. I love you. Till next time. Bye-bye.